I'm Barb Ryan, and I have a master's in counseling, and I've been a counselor for over 25 years. And I'm also an energy healer, a shamanic practitioner, but in the last couple of years, a guidess of happiness. I teach happiness courses. In the happiness courses, they're either one-day workshops, and I've been doing those at the coast, or they're a 6-week class. And the idea behind them is teaching people that they can find and maintain their own happiness. And there's all kinds of ways of doing that. And I've been researching it. A lot of it is just spirit-led. It's just given to me, or it just comes to me at the time, or comes through somebody else in the class. And new stuff comes through all the time about how to feel just a little bit better, no matter how we're feeling, no matter what's going on in the world, just to feel a little bit better than you did moments before. And to know that you have that choice, that you have control over that. Some of the ways that people can find their own happiness is just shifting their way of thinking. For instance, if somebody has a habit of saying, here's what I'm worried about, I suggest that instead of saying, I worry, they shift it to I wonder. And it's the exact same situation in their life that's going on. And yet when you say, I wonder, it becomes expansive and ideas can come in and a shift in energy can come in, a shift in mood can come in. And whether you're wondering about a financial situation or wondering about wars and things that are happening in other places in the world, or wondering about your child or your neighbor or a homeless person, as we wonder, solutions are allowed in. When we worry, it contracts everything. And we can't think of anything. We can only worry and add to all the negative energy. Another shift in thought would be if somebody is troubled about something. They don't have the money for their mortgage right now, some really practical thing they're troubled about. I teach them to say, even though I don't have the money for my mortgage right now, and then come up with something else that they're still grateful for, or that they feel good about in their life, whether it's their health or their children, or that the sun is shining or the sun's behind the clouds, or for now they have a roof over their head. So there's just different ways all day, every day, that you keep shifting it. And then to be able to maintain when you've shifted the energy, when you've shifted to a happier place, there's coming up with your own daily practice, and sometimes having a gratitude list, sometimes saying things you're grateful for the first thing in the morning, or having an affirmation first thing in the morning. The one that I use almost every morning is to say, I want to have the most loving interactions with everybody all day long. And so as I start the day that way, chances are pretty good that I'm going to be able to maintain feeling that, because that's how I view everything that happens. There are so many studies on why people are depressed. The studies are even depressing. I mean, there are so many studies and sort of the cure and which medicine or which this or that is going to help people who are depressed. And there's hardly any studies. There's more and more now about why and when people are joyful. And so what they are learning, what they're discovering, what we all know, is that happier people are healthier, and they sleep better, and they make better choices in their life, and they have happier relationships, and they have a happier connection with spirit. I mean, it just fulfills your whole life when you are empowered to know that you can choose to feel better. And then as you smile at people, everybody around you smiles, and it spreads. The name of my business is Spiraling Toward Joy, because it's spiraling up toward joy. And I was inspired about 3 years ago to start this class because I'm a counselor, an energy healer, shamanic practitioner, very much in service, very much feeling like I was participating in changing the world one person at a time. And I have all these ideas about other things that I want to do. And my daughter, Shaylin, said, Mom, pick one. Pick a project. What is it that you want to do? And I thought that I wanted to help people find their purpose. And then I realized I aligned with the Dalai Lama, who said, the purpose in life is to be happy. I was like, bing! All I need to do is show up and be with people and encourage them to feel a little bit better and to know that feelings are a choice no matter what's happening in the world or no matter how bad they feel. So it was my daughter questioning me and challenging me to direct the energy somewhere. And it just happened. And Spiraling Toward Joy was born. I teach in my home in Eugene, Oregon, and I have also been doing them up and down the coast at friends' homes. And I also encourage people that if somebody wants to have a one-day one, they call me up or they email me and say, I'd like to do a one-day workshop. And I say, great, bring some of your friends, have a potluck, we'll do a movie before, I'll show up with a happy movie, I'll show up and do a happy class. And I also do it in a way of paying it forward. That I say, imagine there's a happy fund that has paid for you to be here. How much can you contribute to the happy fund for the next time? And so people can show up no matter how much money they have. People pay me $5, they pay me $100, they give me shells, they give me jewelry, makes me happy, it all keeps spreading.